Anyway.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here's a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here's a strange and bitter
Good evening, YouTube. Hey, Cloud. Hey, Brandy. Brandy, like I said, I forgot to call you, girl, and ask if you can mod for you. Good evening, everybody. Let me switch screens real fast so I can speak to y'all real fast because I wanted to come to y'all tonight to just say a few words and let you listen to a CNN interview. Earlier today, I was on the Taz the Gold Exclusives channel, and we were talking about the case of Nathaniel Woods. Nathaniel Woods is a innocent man that lived in Alabama in 2004. He was convicted for being complicit in the murder of three Anglo Alabama police officers. This was an innocent man. The man that actually committed the murders of these three officers let the world know and notified the police that Nathaniel Woods had nothing to do with this. And people have been fighting for him behind the scenes since 2004, since he's been locked up. He was executed last night. An innocent man in Alabama was executed, and everybody knows that he was innocent. And like I said, I wasn't even going to talk about it because I get really emotional when things of this nature come up. But like I said, I was on Taz channel today listening to him, and I hopped on and I was explaining, from my perspective, what I thought about the whole case. I appreciate him allowing me to speak on his channel. We all know that I can be very passionate about these things because I take this sort of thing to heart. Anytime I see any type of injustice, especially this type of injustice being perpetrated against our people, moreover our black men, I take it to heart. Do you see what I'm saying? I am surrounded by black men in my family in particular, and it was so heart wrenching to me because I realized it's always at the front of my mind that these black men in my family could be Nathaniel Woods. It could happen to any of us, and so I wanted to come on tonight real quick and just express you know, my heartfelt sympathies and condolences for his family, and not only for his family, for all of us. Like I said, this could happen to any of us, especially if you are black in America. Do you see what I'm saying? And um and the fact that they know, they knew, they have been knowing that this man was innocent for all these years, to the point to where the man that actually committed the murders, like I said, he told everybody, Nathaniel didn't have nothing to do this. I did this all by myself. Even though the man that actually did it, let the world know that he didn't do it. Even though people have been fighting for to free him behind the scenes, even though the man that actually committed the murders is still alive and on death row right now, they still saw fit to execute an innocent man, an innocent black man in the state, in the southern side. And I really believe that the reason why they went on and executed him so fast is because the story was finally, after all these years, picking up traction. Do you see what I'm saying? And in this age of social media, and it'll pick up even more traction. Even more people again begin to speak up about it. And for that reason, they executed, in my opinion, Nathan Woods before they executed the man that actually committed the murders. Because that's how bloodthirsty, the state of Alabama was for this man. Okay? So we have an innocent man being killed, being murdered, being executed for no other reason than being a black man in the state of Alabama, being executed because of bloodlust. And Cloud said some of our people still don't believe that we are at war. This is yet another reminder. That's right. It's another reminder, Cloud. You're absolutely right. So let me play this interview for you guys, and I will get off here. I don't want to hold you long, but I really, I felt compelled to go on and speak on it, and it really makes me literally sick to my stomach just to talk about it. That's how horrible it is. Because like I said, it could be any of us. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to find this audio if I can play you. This is an interview that I found on CNN. And I want to share this with you guys because I'm sure all of us have heard about this by now. But I don't know, however, if all of you, if any of you have heard this interview. Okay, and I just want to share it with you guys real fast. And I'm going to get on off of here because my head has been hurting all day, and I had to, and it got so, and it was so emotional on Taz channel, and he handled it so well. Because we know that I can be a bit passionate at times, and when I get passionate, just, our reason flies out the window, but that having that conversation today, it really, it really did something for me. Do you see what I mean? What touched me was the fact that I was talking to another black man that knows how the system can work you over. Do you see what I'm saying? And another fact that we know, we have sometimes we have conversations amongst ourselves, black men and women in particular, and they go left. Do you see what I'm saying? For whatever reason, we know that there is a deep-seated, disdain on the part of some of these he-man black woman haters coming from black men. And a lot of it is because of a lot of trauma that our people have endured in the past, and a lot of it is willful ignorance. Okay, and a lot of it is because a lot of us like to live in a state of escapism, to the point to where a lot of our black men today really think that they can find some kind of safety, in the arms of a Becky. Not realizing the whole time that you are literally sleeping with the enemy. Okay? And when time comes, that Becky is always going to side with that Brad. Okay? And you will be thrown to the wolves, thrown to those savage, bloodthirsty beasts. Okay? It's going to happen. Brandy said, I heard someone speak on this today, and their story was way different from yours. Just goes to show people don't do their research before. You're right, Brandy. And if anybody is saying anything other than this innocent man was unjustly executed, then yeah, they are delusional. Okay, this is an innocent man. But anyway, let me play this interview for you guys. It's only 5 minutes long, and I hope that you guys will, listen to it, because can it gets a little bit more in depth. Do you see what I'm saying? And there's actually a part on here when the man that actually committed to the murders, he's talking on this interview. That's another reason I wanted to play it for you guys, so you can hear for yourself what this man that really committed the murders had to say about the situation. Klaus said, I'm so frustrated with some of our people in Brooklyn today. 15 to 20 savages. Wow. I can't call them boys. Attack. Yeah, a 15-year-old girl. Of course they want to attack Becky. Not saying I condone this, but yeah, I seen that, Cloud. Yeah, they beat up that girl. I saw the video of them beating up 15 to 20 black boys. Beat up one, I guess she was around about the same age, 15-year-old black girl in Brooklyn, New York today, and they beat her up and they robbed her. They stole her shoes. They stole her phone. It was one little black teenage girl and 15 to 20 little black boys. And that is what I mean about the disdain. We hear that disdain every day on these YouTube streets. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like absolutely ridiculous. But let me start this. But I heard about it, Cloud. Snazzy Girl said, I heard he was executed, and the family members of the cops are very sad execution of an innocent man. I don't think the family members of the cops are very sad at all. I really don't, Snazzy Girl. They not sad at all. All right? Because they bloodthirsty. And they killed this man for no reason at all. Even when the man, it's bad when the man that did the murders is trying to advocate for this man's life that is now dead. He even was trying to help the man. But they didn't care. They didn't care. They killed him. They killed him anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, let me play this interview for you guys. And once again, this is from CNN. It's a day ago. The title of this CNN report is Man Set to be Executed for Murder, but he didn't pull the trigger. That's the title of it. Okay. Brand said also they said he had no last words, just rest his hands in an Islam symbol. Lord have mercy. My God. She said no, they attended the execution. Of course they would, because they sure don't feel bad about it, And so anyway, yeah, no, they ain't sad. Yeah, they are. We know. Even beyond them being KKK and all of this and all that, what you're dealing with here is straight up demons. Okay, there's no other way because these people are. It's no way you can be human and have any humanity in you, not a drop of humanity in you, to co-sign the execution of an innocent man. There's no humanity in you to co-sign something like this. Do you see what I'm saying? It is absolutely inhumane and uncivilized. But you got to see when they did this to this man, the savage beast that you are really dealing with. Okay, this is the real them. So anytime you hear a black man on here co-signing them, it's a lot of them co-signing them. In this black YouTube sector, what ABL, Black Manosphere, anytime they uplifting a Becky or a Brad, or they exalting them or putting them on a pedestal, they co-signing savage beast. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So Brandy said, but what I do know about my God, he is he is good. Whew, and he would never let an innocent man suffer. So he was numb before he went to our heaven's gate. I truly believe that's the. I agree with you, Brandy. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Tiffany, she is trash, but what do you expect? Snazzy girl said, "The Lord says, vengeance is mine." Let me play this for y'all. Okay, like I said, it's only 5 minutes long, and I don't want to hold you guys. I know it's a Friday night. You know what I mean? So here we go. This is the what I want to play. Once again, this is CNN, and the title of this news report. The title of it says, "Man said to be executed." We know he has now been executed, but it says, "Man said to be executed for murder, but he didn't pull the trigger." Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna turn it up. Hope you guys can hear it. Here we go.
It's a fact
And Kush,
no one disputes. Alabama is about to execute 44-year-old Nathaniel Woods
can you hear this,
for
Brandon?
murders of 3 police officers he did not kill. June 17, 2004. 3 Birmingham police officers are gunned down attempting to serve a misdemeanor warrant on Woods at a home on the city's west side. Woods had surrendered to police when another man in the house, Kerry Spencer, opened fire with an assault rifle, killing officers Charles Bennett, Carlos Owen, and Harley Chisholm.
Never in my life have I ever imagined going to 3 funerals in 2 days and feeling the pain and hurt that we've all experienced.
The shocking murders left a city grieving. Spencer confessed to the shootings and said soon after his arrest that he had acted alone. He was convicted of the murders and sits on Alabama's death row. But for prosecutors, one conviction wasn't enough. They charged Woods with 3 counts of capital murder, accusing him of conspiring or being complicit in the killing of the officers.
In order for a person to be convicted on complicity, they have to be involved in a plan or a scheme to kill.
Prosecutors alleged a calculating Woods intentionally lured the officers into the home where Spencer was waiting.
Absolutely not. He was terrified when they came into the house.
Woods was found guilty, and even though he hadn't fired a single shot, he was sentenced to death.
He thought it was the craziest thing in the world. He was like, how? Because, he didn't do anything wrong.
How much do you think race played a role in this case?
I think it did play a role. I think that if you look at the victims, it's 3 white officers. And if you look at the people who are sitting on death row, it's 2 black men.
Woods' current defense team says his conviction was just one of many legal wrongs, including years of bungled appeals by other attorneys. Now down to his final hours, Woods' family believes their only hope is for the public to convince Alabama's governor that killing a man who killed no one is wrong.
I love my brother. People need to know about this.
We wanted to know what the families of the murdered police officers thought of Woods. We reached 2 of them who said they either couldn't or wouldn't talk to us. But in a local radio interview last year, the granddaughter of Officer Carlos Owen reflected on his loss and the hole it's left in all their lives.
I remember how special he used to make each of his grandkids feel. That was something that he was so good at, making others feel loved and special.
What would you say to the families of the officers who died?
We are deeply, deeply sorry for what happened that day. But the murderer of their family members is sitting on death row. He has confessed. He is being punished. They don't need an innocent man's blood as well.
Martin, you actually spoke with Kerry Spencer tonight. What's he saying?
He was calling from death row, the same death row, of course, on which Nathaniel Woods is spending his last few hours. It's hard to imagine a man who has confessed to killing 3 police officers would have a guilty conscience, but it appears he does. But in this case, it's guilt over what he believes is wrong, that Nathaniel Woods in no way had anything to do with the deaths of those officers. Here's some of our conversation. You are saying that you are totally responsible for the murders of those police officers.
For the shootings, yes, I am. I'm the only one that shot anybody that day.
And Nathaniel Woods is completely innocent, you say?
Absolutely. He didn't know I was going to shoot anybody. I put this on my life, on my children's life. I swear to God, I didn't know I was going to do this. So how would Nate know? This was some spur of the moment decision. You know what I mean? We had no time to think about what the was going to happen that day.
This was not a plan. You didn't conspire together.
No, man. That's just something they put out there. You see, it was no warrant or nothing. They just made up a story for a jury to believe to convict both of us.
Wow.
And again, that's Kerry Spencer saying that Woods is totally innocent, that this was a spur of the moment, and that Spencer takes full responsibility for what happened. Alabama, he says, is executing the wrong person.
Wow. And nothing. There's nothing anyone can do, Martin? Nothing.
The governor could intervene. That's what everyone is hoping for. There could be some sort of stay. There could even be just a temporary stay to allow a more formal investigation and look at this point. There are a number of other court actions, but right now all eyes are focused on the governor here in Montgomery.
Wow. Martin Savage. Keep us updated. Thank you.
And we know since this report was aired that that was the end of the interview. And we know that since this report was aired, the governor did not do anything. She did not stay the execution order or anything. And Nathaniel Woods was executed. He died, an innocent man. You heard the voice of the man that actually committed, the murder, saying that no, it was spur of the moment. How could Nathaniel have even known anything about it? It wasn't planned. He killed him at the spur of the moment, and Nathaniel didn't have anything to do with it. And for them to go on and kill him anyway, and the man that actually did it, like I said, he is still alive. He is still alive and breathing on death row. But they had to go on and kill Nathaniel Woods because they know they was killing an innocent man. But because they were so bloodthirsty, they couldn't even charge him with murder. They charged him with complicity. Okay? And the jury found him innocent. And the judge said, no, hold up. And he found him guilty. And he is dead tonight. An innocent man murdered right in front of our eyes. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you hear the words, you hear your president saying, we're going to make America great again. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what he means by making America great again. Because something like this type of lynching, this is straight out of Jim Crow era history. Do you see what I'm saying? In my mind, it's a throwback to the Jim Crow era. And the more we think things change, the more we realize that nothing has changed at all. And I really wanted to share that with you guys, because I don't think that, and you don't even hear, like Taz said earlier, you don't even hear, a lot of people, a lot of black people, a lot of black men talking about this, And he said on his channel that he wished it would have been a panel of black men talking about this instead of just me and him and a black woman talking about this. Because so many times you hear online from other black men that black women don't care nothing about us, but the white women love us though. We can feel protected by them Beckys. They love us to death. But why that Becky didn't try to save your life? And another thing Taz and Nyla mentioned that I didn't, and shout out to them both, I didn't realize that Kim Kardashian had made headlines talking about she in mourning, and this was a travesty of justice. That Becky don't care nothing about that man being dead. She just wanted a photo op. She took this is just another one of her cultural appropriation projects. Do you see what I'm saying? And Taz showed a clip of Martin Luther King Jr.'s son, Martin Luther King Jr. III, on Fox News and some other news channel, letting the world know that this man is innocent. And the reporter is asking him, but how do you know he's innocent? Like, what proof do you have? All this and all that. And what more proof do you need than the man that committed the murder saying that, no, Nathaniel didn't know nothing about this? And it don't even make no sense. And that's all she wanted, Snazzy Girl, her 15 minutes of fame. Klaus said they kill him a few months / years later and call it a two for one. Absolutely, how disgusting. Of course, we as a people hate each other so much. Many of us will forget about it. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. But it chills me to my bones because I got little black boys in this family and little black girls, but moreover, little black boys. And never should I ever have to tell my babies, to watch their back because these crackers is coming for you. Always watch your back. Don't trust nothing that they say, good, bad, or indifferent. Question everything. I don't care if it's a compliment. Question that too. Because when they give you a compliment, you know what that means to me? It means they got their eyes on my baby. So don't send no email to his mama telling her about how good of a student that he is. Because that's telling me that I got to be extra vigilant over my baby. Because they see him as a grown man. At 13 years old, he's already taller than me. So you got your eyes on my baby? You don't put a target on my baby's back? That's what they're saying to me. So I don't take those compliments lightly. I take those type of compliments as threats. That's what I take them as. Don't be paying attention to mine. Okay? Because what you telling me, that you got your eye on my baby. That's what you telling me. You want to do my baby like you did Nathaniel Woods. That's what it tells me. So every chance I get, I'm talking to my babies. And y'all, in case somebody want to hear this, and you think you living in a post-racist America, and you thinking them white folks really ain't bad as people say they are. Because you ain't had to experience that type of racism yet. But hold on. Because you will. You will get your black wake-up call. You will get it. You will get your Negro wake-up call eventually. If you live long enough in this world with this melanated skin, you will eventually get your wake-up call. Especially when they start giving you compliments. Because that means you got your eye on my baby. That's what that means to me. I don't live in a dream. And I'm not going to let my babies live in no dream, but I am going to tell them to watch their back. And I'm going to do my best to tell them how to maneuver. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I don't have enough time in this world to explain to my babies how to protect themselves. I can only try to tell them how to move and don't get caught slipping. And let them see stuff like this because we don't live in a dream world around here. I know they gunning for my babies. I know they gunning for my beautiful black boys. Okay? My strong black babies. Beautiful black babies. I know you want them on the platter because you're jealous of them. You don't like them just because of who they are because you can never be them. You will always feel inferior of them. And that's why they're gunning for you. And when you think you're safe in the arms of a Becky, you are sadly mistaken. And anyway, I just had to get on here and speak a few minutes because I'm getting another headache. Because this is some bull crap. And it's so unfortunate. And it hurts me to my heart. And I can't think rationally about it. Because there's no way. You can't reason with madness. You know what I mean? There's no reasoning with madness. With this type of madness. And this right here, this is straight up madness. Straight up madness. They killed an innocent man. They executed him. And you best believe they gloating and happy and smoking their cigars and drinking their Jack Daniels like they used to do in the Jim Crow era. Well, strung us up another nigger tonight. Do you see what I'm saying? But the man that actually committed the crime, he's still on death row. But they had to go on and get Brother Nathaniel out the way because they know he was an innocent man. But this is your post-racist America. This is your making America great again. Okay? This is, I hope every one of them people that's lobbying so hard and praying over the POTUS and saying he the first black president and all this and all this, you know, that's where they get this zeal from. You know, they feel emboldened to continue to do stuff like this. Because look at the state of our country right now. You know, look at the state of our country right now. This is what they mean by let's make America great again. Okay? That's what they mean by that. This stuff right here. Okay? But all I can tell you to do, black woman, when you raising your kids, tell them the truth. Don't let them live in a dream world. Don't let them think that this you know, this world is fair and just cause it ain't. You know, tell them what the real deal is. You know, tell them that, you know, that white Jesus can't save them. Do you see what I'm saying? Tell them to watch their back. Teach them how to maneuver through these shark-infested waters. Okay? Brandy said, and I'm talking about Brandy's oldest son too, and she said, because that little boy is my hero. I keep extra watch over my nephew in particular. You know, because he already a big old black boy. He's 13 years old. He's taller than me. He's going to be over 6 feet tall. Strong, handsome, beautiful black man. And they want to take my baby from me. That's what they want to do. Brandy said, test when they compliment you, they'll find something petty. Yeah, like a tardy. Yeah, yes, you a target. You're absolutely right. They want to compliment you. Oh, he a good boy, but he was late for class. Really? Okay. All right. All right. All right. Brandy said you got to read between the lines. I've seen them uplift only to tear you down. They'll try. Maybe not all, but a big crowd of them. One mistake can change. Yes, can change their opinion and change their whole life. Because they already, you know that they're waiting for you to do one thing wrong. Because they're complimenting. That means they got their eyes on you. You waiting for my baby to slip up. That's what you waiting to do? Huh. Brady said, but the Anglo can make many, and they have 1,000 excuses for them. But you got to learn how to maneuver, like I said, through these shark-infested waters. And you best believe I tell mine every chance they can get. Don't trust them, because that's what they tell theirs. Okay? And then it may not even, and when you talk to your kids and you tell them this stuff, they may not even understand it. But when come time when they confronted with these issues, everything you said to them will pop back into their mind. And hopefully they'll be able to maneuver their way out of it just one more time. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't let them live in a dream world, y'all. Don't do that. Because you can end up like Nathaniel Woods. You know, they want to take our babies from us any way they can. Either they want to destroy their minds, they want to make them confused about their sexuality, they want them to be confused about their masculinity, they want them to hate the color of their own skin, they want them to hate the women of their own race. You know, they want to emasculate them, they want to assimilate them, they want to do whatever they can to take your baby away from you. That's what they want to do. But don't let them have your babies. You do whatever you got to do. Say whatever you got to say. Because every chance I get, I'm preaching to mine. And I'm telling them, no, I've been telling my nephew ever since he was in middle school, if he can get on his mama, can tell you right now, don't never take your mask down in front of them crackers. Don't never let them see who you really are. Don't never let them know that just like they're watching you, you watching them. Don't do that. Forced assimilation causes mental incapacity. It sure does. You're absolutely right about that. Forced assimilation causes mental incapacitation. Absolutely. What they not gonna do is they not gonna take the light out of my baby's eyes. And I advise y'all not to let them take the light out of your baby's eyes. Because they don't think they ain't trying, because it's an everyday fight. And you best believe anytime anyone's us hear a whiff or something that they might be trying to plan for minds, somebody's up there, front and center. Because, yeah, we pay attention. Okay? You know, that's just point blank, period. So, I don't know. I just can't stand for it. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here because I didn't come on here to preach. And Cloud said that's why it drives me crazy to see some of our males emasculate themselves like Terry Crews and Billy Porter. You're absolutely right, Cloud. It sickens me to my stomach. Just like this right here, you know. And it's so unfortunate. But I realize that you can't save the world, but you can do the best to save yours, okay? And even though you do the best you can do and tried as hard as you can try and done said everything and done taught them everything that you know, they can still go outside of this door and still end up like Nathaniel Woods. Ain't that something? Wow. But anyway, y'all, honey, that's all I got. And I'm going to leave y'all with my girl Billie Holiday again. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. But like I said, I had to come on here and say something. I really just wanted y'all to hear the words of the man that actually killed the police officers, telling people, been saying it for years, that this man is innocent. He didn't have nothing to do with this. He is not complicit. He didn't know nothing about this. Y'all finna to kill an innocent man. And that's exactly what they did. Bloodthirsty savages. That's what they did. Sure did. You have a nice weekend too, Virgo. I love you guys. Be vigilant. You know, stay on your toes and don't never ever get caught slipping. Okay? Do the best you can to limit your access and and limit your access to them Anglos. You know, we have to work together and be civil. You know, because ain't nobody trying to get hemmed up on no stupid stuff. But you ain't got to let your guard down either. Always watch your back. All right. Thank you, Snazzy Girl. You're welcome. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Like I said, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. And watch your back. Hold your babies close. You know, teach them everything you know. Don't let them live in a dream world. You know, and send prayers and positive energy towards the Nathaniel Woods family. And God bless them, you know. And so, yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. But anyway, I'm going to talk to y'all later. I love you guys. All right. Peace.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit. Blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here's a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain together, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here's a strange and bitter cry.